that we're all feeling the pinch about today is the gas tax. And it's been said by the Senate Democrats that Republican leaders are howling to a tax that they led, they charged to raise. Well, let's go back to the history of that tax. 1980, Governor El Grasso, a Democrat, was in office. And once again, it goes to the ideology of the Democratic Party that they believe they should control business. At the time, home heating oil prices were going up. And so the legislature at the time, with the governor's approval, said we're going to not allow the oil companies to make that kind of money. We're going to cut into their profit margins, so we're going to create a tax, a 2% tax. And we're also going to put some legislation that says it can't be passed on to the end user, the homeowners. But once again, the federal government had already had a suit and said you can't pass it on. So what happened was homeowners ended up seeing the increase in their home heating oil by 2%. Well, the market corrected itself, and 2 years later, home heating oil wasn't an issue. So the legislature said, let's exempt home heating oil from the 2% tax increase, but we're going to keep the tax increase because it's another source of revenue for the state of Connecticut. It goes to the continuous addiction to spending here in Hartford. In 2005, there was a proposal to increase the gas tax for various projects. Many of them had to do with mass transit projects. Now, I'm lucky to live in the Hartford County of our state, and I see traffic congestion on 84 coming to Hartford, and if I travel down Route 8 in the Waterbury mix. But that pales in comparison to the traffic of the folks that live in the Fairfield County area on I-95. You have a minor fender bender or a car broken down, you might as well plan on sitting in traffic for 2 to 3 hours. It's horrendous. So the thought was, let's raise the gas tax to provide additional funding for our roads, our bridges, and for rail cars. I believe it was number 82 rail cars to be placed on the Metro North rail line. At the time of the increase, gas was $1.70 a gallon on average. And the average bumped up a little bit towards the end of the year of 2005 because remember Hurricane Katrina shut down a lot of the refineries down the Gulf Coast. So that bumped up the gas price a little bit. But that bump caused the state coffers to fill quite rapidly. And it was because of that rapid increase that the legislature rightfully said in 2008, the scheduled increase that was supposed to take place, we're going to change the law and we're going to cancel it. We're not going to allow that increase to take place. So the argument to say that it passed in 2005, let's blame them because there's nothing we can do about it, is for naught. Because we've shown that we can change the law and cancel a tax increase. But once again, you won't see that in a quote.